into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, check.
Now it's Ryan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
A 1-yard gain.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bears take over
at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught by Nelson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
1st down, Chicago.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Foles. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. Lets it go for Nelson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He's going to go for a big play down, and this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, 76 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Or the point after.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And the Chicago Bears are in the end zone.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big run there by Gurley. 51 yards on the ground. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Falcons 7.
Gurley again here on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it, he can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory.
First down, Bears.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 44 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bears 28. Falcons.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
11 yards there, first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run. Calais. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here's Calais. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Calais. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession. Good
starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Complete to Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
3-yard line.
On 1st down, Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he He comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Foles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 33-yard line.
Check Mike 20. I got him. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
From the shotgun, Ryan trying to lay one up deep. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
For Julio Jones, incomplete. Results in a 4th
So with
down.
4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Play action, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got his corner out. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down to help get him on the ground.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. 4. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Akeem Hicks able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 24, Foles. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. Now Foles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, he's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 34.
25-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
1st down and goal to go.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. On the keeper, here's Ryan. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially the outside. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just, and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Chicago.
Back to throw now on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
They get 6, that'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Darquez Denard brought him down. It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They run with Calais. Room here to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Again, it's Calais. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this. He's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hayden Hurst, 78 yards. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Lets it go for Nelson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. J.J. Nelson, 60 yards. And the Bears have broken the tie.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and 11 now.
13. Check 50. Check 50. Check 52.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Bears will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Bears 45. Falcons.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Julio Jones.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on
there he goes left side.
Have some of this.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Be alert, be alert. 36.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Looks like he'll throw here. He'll find his running back out of the backfield, Raymond Calais. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
so for the Bears, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the